Yay! Hi,
Hey,
girl.
hey, girly,
How
what's going
are
on?
you? Good. Nothing. I'm so excited. It's
I'm
working.
excited. Yeah,
Yay.
podcast episode.
Yes.
Let's just jump right into it. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Let Me Talk My podcast. It's your girl, Moniya. And today we have a special guest, Iyana Clemente. Welcome
Hi.
her.
Thank you.
Yes, so excited to have you here. So, Iyana is a TikTok influencer, management and program analyst. And today we're going to talk all things TikTok and also her corporate life.
Yay. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for having me.
of course, I'm so happy to have you here. This is going to be a great episode.
Yes.
So, tell us, what does a day in the life look like for you as a corporate woman?
So I would definitely say a day in the life starts at home for me. So I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I know it sounds really crazy, but I'm really a stickler for like enjoying my mornings and like setting my intentions in the morning and making sure that I'm giving myself a slow start, doing my makeup how I want to do it, making my breakfast, doing my hair, like just doing all the little things, making my bed to like really just get my mind right for the day.
We love it.
Um, so I always tell people, like, for me, it starts at home. I'm waking up super early. Then by the time I get to the office, I feel good about the way I started my day. I get to the office. Before I even log onto the computer, I like get myself situated. I get myself together. I like show this all the time in my TikTok
I
videos.
love your TikToks. Go ahead,
Yes.
tell us.
So you know my routine.
Yes.
I'm like taking out my hand sanitizer, taking out everything I might want to use for the day. So that way I can just have everything in place. I'm not looking for anything and just getting all my stuff together. And then most of the time my day it consists of like meetings and talking to a lot of external stakeholders, like just talking to a lot of people. My job, we plan different STEM events for students to learn more about aviation and aerospace careers. And so that is a lot of communication is involved in my day to day. So always talking to someone, always on a meeting, always like planning something out, writing something out, creating um, just different like presentations and things like that. So my day to day could look different all the time, but definitely I say like it starts with just the way that I like show up and come to work. So
I
that's pretty
love
much
that.
it. Yeah.
I definitely love how you make sure your soft girl life is present, and that I always hear the quote like dress up for the job you want, but not only that, like when you look good, you feel good.
Yes,
It definitely
absolutely.
starts off with like how you start off your day, what vibe you're
Mhm.
going for. So I
Yes.
love that.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
what inspired you to like step into corporate world, and what keeps you there?
Yeah, I would definitely say, so I went to Tennessee State University, my HBCU in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to
Hey,
Tennessee State. And so while I was there, that was always kind of on the forefront. Like, what are you going to do when you leave here? Like, what is your career going to look like? And so
okay,
we were constantly, attending career fairs every semester and being exposed to all of these different types of jobs and careers. And a lot of those were corporate based, office based type of careers. And so
okay,
that was kind of just like the pool that I was introduced to, and that I kind of knew that was the direction I was going to go in. Also, like during my entire undergraduate experience, I did an internship at my local, like, so back home, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I worked for Cleveland International Airport,
oh
Cleveland
wow,
Hopkins International Airport. And so I was working in the executive suites. And so that was like my first entrant into like what corporate life was going to look like. And so I was just like, this is a perfect fit for me. I knew that
okay,
it was where I belonged. I knew I could dress how I wanted to dress every day. I could talk. I'm good at talking to people, in my
yep.
opinion. So definitely, like, just having that constant communication day to day. I think that was my first kind of like introduction to it. And I knew that that would be a good fit for me. And I would say what keeps me there is really the flexibility, because um, I mean, you get your weekends off, it's
Yep.
good pay. Like, it's just a very structured type of lifestyle, and
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. So I would say that's what keeps me there.
that's amazing. And when you
Yeah.
love what you do, you're always going to show up as your best version of
Yes.
yourself. And I
Exactly.
can definitely see that through your TikToks. I'm always watching and I'm like, yes, I love it. You're adding a little fun to what you do, but you can tell you're passionate as well.
Yes. Thank you.
So let's talk about challenges. Like, that's all the fun stuff, the greatness. With everything, even the good stuff, there's always going to come challenges. What are some of the challenges that you face, and how do you manage them?
Yeah, so it's hard for me because I'm like always like, and I don't want to be misleading ever, but I'm like, dang, like what challenges have I really faced? Like
Okay.
nothing has ever really seemed just like too challenging for me. And I really
I love
think that
that.
a lot of people would probably have that same like experience, like similar to mine. So it's not really challenges. I would say some things that I've had to overcome, like
Okay.
small things, would be like just
Wait, can
like
I pause
confidence.
you? Can I pause you
Yeah,
right there?
yeah.
Your mindset is golden. I love that. I
Thank
love that.
you.
You definitely, like, I love that. You twisted it. You said they're not challenges. It's something that I overcame. I
Just
like that.
yeah,
I like that.
small
That's
things
the
I had to
mindset you
overcome.
want to
I
have.
appreciate that.
Of
Thank you.
course.
But yeah,
That
I
I
would
love
just
that.
say
Okay,
thank
do your
you,
thing.
thank you. I would just say like confidence, like being a young person, like entering into the workforce and entering into corporate life in any field is just gonna be like a little bit of a change, of course. And so
Hmm.
you have to like get yourself out of that. I hear all the time like imposter syndrome. So like
Okay.
you have to know that you belong there. You got hired to this job for a reason. So just
Yep.
being able to like lock in and be like, I'm confident about what I'm talking about in these meetings. I'm confident
Yep.
in what my boss is asking for me, and just knowing that I can do the job. Like I think things like that. And then of course I think, I'm sure you can relate, as a Black woman, like just in
Yep.
general, you're going to feel like, oh, like sometimes things are against me in
Yeah,
terms
of
of
course.
like what I'm able to accomplish, how I'm going to move throughout my career.
Yeah,
But we just know that we know what we're doing. We're doing our
of
job
course.
well. And as long as we're showing up every day, like doing our work the best that we can, then I just think no
No
challenges. Like
challenge.
we got it. Like you know what
And
I
it's all
mean?
about showing up as your best self, because when you're
Yes,
yourself, nothing is wrong.
exactly,
Nothing is wrong. Having that
exactly.
confidence.
Yes.
So now that we're on that topic,
Hmm.
are things like corporate politics, competition, climbing the ladder, is that even that deep, or do you feel like it's more of an illusion?
So, it's interesting because I know it's not an illusion. Like I absolutely think that those are relevant aspects, or like barriers in any field, in any corporate arena, anything like that. But I definitely would say, like, kind of back to what you just said, like being yourself and really showing up as yourself and bringing your personality like to the forefront is really like something that pays off. I've truly been fortunate enough to like I came into the workforce right out of college, and I got 3 promotions in 3 years
Oh, that's
just by
awesome.
yes, just by showing up as
Yep.
myself. Like I've been able to move up in a way that, like, I mean, it's been you know flowing through like year to year. Like it's
Yep.
been like like a normal, I guess, flow of like of raises and
I
like
know what you're
promotions.
saying, but that's
Yeah,
still amazing though, because when you're in the
thank you.
corporate world, you know that like a year is like a couple of months to
Yes,
you. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Things
yeah. Like
change
you
so
have to
quick.
really be
Of
doing your
course, you have to
job. You
pick
have to be
up
on
and
it.
carry all this knowledge with you, so I get it, girl.
No, yeah, for sure. So I just think that I think it definitely exists, but I think
Hmm.
like just making sure that you don't show up as a different person every day, because you want to make sure that the more comfortable you are, in my opinion, at your job, the better, the more productive and the better you will be at that job. And people notice things like that. Like I've
Oh, of course.
never ever tried to show up as someone other than myself. And I think that the authenticity is what makes people
Yes.
notice you, respect
Yep.
you, and feel like, oh, like she admits when she needs help. She admits when you know what I mean. She's doing a good job. Like those are all things that contribute to, I think, just like climbing the corporate ladder. And I think that's just the best way to approach it, and just hope for hope for the best, I guess. I don't know. Like we're
Right.
learning, we're young, we're learning as we go, but it's working. So
Exactly.
yeah.
And like also too, like trying to like not normalize perfection. Like a lot of times you'll be like, damn, I messed up on that, or damn, I have a question on that. Like I'm
Yes.
doing terrible at my job. But that's what it is. Like, you're constantly learning every day.
Learning.
And like, you would think you know your job so well, and the next week you're like, oh wait, I didn't know about that.
Right.
Like, you know,
Yes.
exactly. Then you have to do a check with yourself, like, oh, you know.
Yeah,
But it's
but
all
and you
about
gotta
just
know it's okay not to know every little thing. Like I think a lot of
exactly.
people have that misconception that when you get hired for your job, oh, everything you learned in undergrad
Yep.
or everything you learned when you did your training, you're gonna have to come in and
Yes.
remember that. Like, no, you're going to be taught things on the job. That's just how it goes. Like that's
Yes.
normal. It's okay.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your not so good days and then your really great days, but it's all a
Yeah.
part of it. Just accept it and embrace it all.
I agree. Yes.
So you seem like you're doing well in your career. Can you tell us what is your really like, I did that moment?
Okay, I would definitely say my I did that moment was when I got to go back to my alma mater, Tennessee State University. I know I talk about my college, my HBCU all the time.
Yes, we love to hear it though.
Yes, I loved my time at Tennessee State, and I had a really good relationship with a lot of my professors and a lot of the students that I left on campus like after graduation and stuff. And so I actually got the opportunity 2 years back, and I got to go like a few times. I got to go back to the career fair and
Nice.
represent my company and do some recruiting. And so that to me was just like a dream come true because I would do anything to give back to Tennessee State.
I love
And
that.
yes, and so being able to just do it through my job and show people that like I was a success story in terms of like graduating, obtaining a career path, and really like having my job in order and being able to just say like if you want to be hired, like this is what you have to do. Like that was a dream, and like students recognizing me and being like, "Oh my
Oh, I love
gosh,"
that.
right? Like just
That's
being like,
huge.
"Yes," like you came back and wow, like you have a job, and it was just so cool. Like I really, really, really enjoyed that. So that was my like. I felt like I made it, and I'm nowhere near like the end of my career, but that was just so dope to me. Like being able to just like have that experience, and my professors just like being so proud of me and like
Yes.
yeah, knowing that I had accomplished something. So I really love that.
And it's probably good for your professors to see, like, okay, this was once my student, and now look at her at you. Like,
Yes.
okay, this is something that I can look towards, like, as an example.
Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. So
That's awesome.
thank you.
So we talked a little bit about corporate,
Hmm.
but we can't deny how hot your TikToks are. Like, I see your little soft girl habits. They're amazing. Let's talk about that. What are some soft girl habits that you can share with us that you feel like can help people?
I would definitely start off by saying, number one, I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but giving
Mm.
yourself, like what I said earlier, giving yourself ample amount of time to like get yourself together in the morning, or at
Yep.
least preparing the night before you go into the office. Like making sure that you have your outfit on point, making sure that you know exactly how your morning is gonna move smoothly. Like I just feel like that is like such a key in like just being living a soft life because once you like when you're prepared, that is like a very feminine thing in my opinion.
Oh,
Like just
yes, I
being
agree.
prepared, yes, taking your time, not rushing, like that is like really key. And so I would definitely suggest that's like my number one tip. I would also say like having all of your like must-haves, right? So like for
Mm-hmm.
me, I have like my Touchland hand sanitizer,
Yep.
my lip gloss, no matter what the brand, I always have a lip gloss on me.
Yep.
Always like I have like some perfume, like just
Yep.
always having those little things, and also just having like a little, your care package in your purse. Like if you need like your feminine products and like bringing like a toothbrush to work, like whatever it is that you need to like just be prepared throughout the day because you just never know what might happen. You never know who you might see to just like get yourself together. I think that kind of stuff is important. So those are definitely my tips. And then last but not least, self-care. Like
Oh,
a
yes.
1,000%. Like when you're off the clock, first of all, we work at work. But when you're off the clock, just like making sure that when you get home, like you're doing something that makes you feel good. Like even this
Mm-hmm.
morning, it's the weekend. I got my iced
I
coffee
love it.
here.
And
Like
you always have like the cutest cups or straws or
thank
like
you. Thank
I love
you.
it.
Everything like that. Like I'm a very aesthetic. person.
Yep. I
And
can
so
tell. Look at your background.
yes, like you
We
my
love
pictures.
it.
Thank you. So like anything that just like if I visually see something that makes me feel good, it instantly like brightens my day, and I feel like that goes a long way. Like even when if someone tries to like make you feel like it's not important, I think it's important, and I
It's
think
definitely important.
yeah.
It
So
definitely sets the tone for the day. Like you said, it's very feminine and it keeps you connected to who you are. I
yes,
love it.
absolutely, I agree. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So, how do you balance it all, your personal life and corporate life? Because you just said leave work at work, but
Yes,
sometimes that's hard. How do you balance that?
you know. I don't know, girl. Like I feel like I don't know if it's the new generation of us like being like I definitely think that I have learned this from so my family in particular, like my
Okay.
parents, all my cousins in their generation and my aunts and uncles and stuff, they very much have balance. Like they are the type of people like we turn up on the weekends together
Oh,
and we
yes.
like have fun when work is done. But like they're all professionals. Like everyone is like very accomplished and like you know what I mean.
Yep.
So I definitely think I've learned that from my family, but I don't know. Like I definitely just think clocking out. Like you just have to know the difference between
Yes,
being at
to
work
that.
and being off the clock. Like truly, like give yourself some type of hobby. Like I don't know if it
Mm-hmm.
means like signing up for a golf club or signing up for tennis or signing up for a chess club. I don't know. Anything that you can do to say like, okay, at this time, this is going to be my time to do something outside of my job. I think that just makes all the difference. Like, I have no problem doing it. Like, it's very easy for me. So, like,
Right.
it just
Yeah.
happens. Like, I'm very much just both. Like, I
I don't
literally,
know. Some people may not agree with this, but I definitely like to say like work is not my life. Like work is work.
absolutely not.
But
Yes.
that's not me. Because like everyone knows, like you step into the office or wherever you work, it's not that you're really not being yourself, but you definitely have a professional side. And then when you
Right.
step out, you're like, this is me on the weekend. Like you said, hobbies, your friends you hang out with, the music you
Yes.
listen to.
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
good for the mind. It's
No, I
definitely healthy.
totally agree. I don't know if you've been seeing that challenge on TikTok where people are like posting their professional headshot and it's
Yes.
like me Monday through Friday and then me Friday 501. It's like
Yes.
completely different vibes. Like that's really how
It's
it
real.
is.
Yeah, but I do know there are some people that struggle with that. There are some people that are on vacation still
Yeah.
like, let me check that
Let me check
email.
my
Oh yeah, that
email.
project. No,
You
no, no.
you can't do
We
that.
at the Bahamas right now.
Right. Like you have to have a good time. Life is about enjoyment and like
Yes.
life is just not about work. Like that is just not the
Oh yeah,
vibe.
I agree.
You gotta just take a break. So I don't know.
You
I
heard
don't
it
have
from
an answer.
her. Take a break, y'all.
Yes, seriously.
Book that trip.
Yes.
Okay, so give
Mhm.
some tips. Give some tips on how to be the most productive and positive version of yourself.
Okay. Um, so first I would definitely just say um finding your personal like brand and aesthetic is very important. Um I've always known like, oh, I'm attracted to bright colors. I'm attracted to,
Mm.
you know, whatever it means. I think personally, like whatever your inner child feeds. Like I think that's
Ooh, I
number
like
one,
that.
like the best way to kind of figure out like how you can I'm sorry, the question is like so how you want to show up as ask the question again. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. You're good. Keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
like,
I hear you. So, like,
okay.
basically, what are some tips you use to like to be productive at work?
Yes, okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. You
so
answering it, girl. We want to keep
yes.
hearing it. Yep.
So for me, like what I was saying, like along those lines, is being able to just so if I'm gonna have people tap into my TikTok, of course, but like I have decorated my space, and all I have is a cubicle. I don't have an office. Decorated my space to reflect exactly who I am as a person.
Okay.
So when you come over there, it's like. I mean, it screams me, and
Yep.
for me, that gives me the sense of like this is my little space away from home where I
Yep.
come in every day. If I have to leave my house every day and come to this location to do my
Mm-hmm.
job, I'm going to have to feel comfortable. And
Yes.
for me, that means just bringing all of my favorite things to the workplace. And I know sometimes that's like also unpopular opinion, like, just like investing that much time into like making your space and curating it. But I believe that that truly makes me the most productive version of myself because I
Of
feel
course.
comfortable. And when I feel comfortable, I'm like, okay, like I'm good to go. I have everything I need.
Yep.
I can get my job done. I take out my cute journals with
Yep.
Hello Kitty on them and I'm like, okay,
Yep.
let me write down what I need to do for the day. And
Yep.
it makes me feel happy. I have a coffee machine. I have to have a coffee every single day.
Mhm.
Like that for me is the thing that makes me feel like, okay, I'm prepared. I have everything I need to get my job done. The other thing I would say is like giving myself like small little goals throughout the week or throughout the
I love
month.
that.
Yeah, to just like I and I do an office girly guide too. I want to add that in there. So like that's
Ooh, wait,
something that
let's talk about it. Talk about it.
yes, that's something that I have on my TikTok where I'm like every month, here are 5 things that I think the girlies should do to just kind of like boost their excitement about work, about being an office girly and like what that means for them. And so one of the things I remember saying was like setting a new work goal for the month. And one of the things
Okay.
that I set was like I'm going to try to speak up more in my meetings,
Okay.
right? And so because sometimes I can find myself just like floating to the back and
Yeah.
not really like putting my opinion out there all the time. And so if you just like set one work intention for the month or for the week, that can also, boost your productivity because you're like, this is something that I want to do for myself, not
Right.
even necessarily just for, the goal of, what project we're working on, but just for your own, accomplishment. And so I think things like that definitely will help with, being the most productive version of yourself. Hope I answered the question.
Yes, you did. That was well said. I love
Okay.
that so much. Like
Thank you.
seriously, I think this
Okay.
is definitely gonna speak to a lot of people.
Yeah. Hope so.
Like you said, like work is work. You know, you're not going out on vacation hanging out with friends. So there's always gonna be that little sense of like, oh, we're going to work, right? But
Yes.
it's all about bringing that like joy with you. And I love
Yes.
how you said like you bring a piece of home with you.
Yep.
You make it comfortable for you. And it's all about finding
Yes.
that joy. Because you don't want
I
to be like miserable. We all know we spend most of the time our time at work more than home.
mhm.
So it's like, how can we make this like a safe space for us?
I absolutely agree. I want to add one more thing too.
Go ahead. Yep.
For me, I've also encouraged a lot of people who follow me on TikTok, like invest in the way that you look and the way that you dress when you're
Mm-hmm.
going into the workplace too. Not because it's about being vain or about like feeling like, oh, I look a certain way for something or somebody. No, it's not about that. When you look good, you feel good, in my opinion. When you feel like you're well taken care of,
Yep.
you're like, oh, I'm coming in here. I'm about to do my job today.
Yep.
Like, I look nice. Like, I really like my outfit. I like the way I did my makeup today, or whatever it may be. And so it sounds like a very small, like, thing to think about, but it makes the world of difference. Like, I truly believe that. So I'm
Yep.
definitely like I pick my clothes out the night before, and I'm like
Heck
ready to go.
yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Well
Just
prepared. I love it.
yes. Yes.
So this is a Let Me Talk My Shh moment. You know, the podcast is called Let Me Talk My Shh.
Yes. Yes.
Drop a gem for the listeners and the viewers who's trying to find their place in the corporate world.
Okay. Um, you know what? I would definitely just say like my biggest piece of advice, and let me talk is literally just be yourself. Like
Mm,
I think that we deal with so much. Like you said, work is work, and of course there's always that like piece of coming in and turning on you know, that professional face, like turning that on for the world. But at the end of the day, like in order to keep your sanity, in order to keep yourself grounded and really just like live the life that you feel like you're meant to live, you have to be yourself. You have to be authentic. You have to do what feeds you and what makes you happy. And don't let people discourage you or make you feel like, you're doing too much, you're doing too little. Like if it feels comfortable and it feels right, I definitely think that that is just the best way to move throughout the world. I have tried to stay so consistent with just showing up as myself and not feeling like, you know, like my aesthetic is too much for people and I feel
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm a pink girly. I know you know that through and through. And so like I've had people kind of question like, do you really feel like that's professional? Like how
Oh
does that make,
wow.
those kind of things? And I'm like, I'm telling you, like I don't think that the way that I present in the workplace has made anyone respect me any less. Just
Yep.
from my experience. Like, that's
Yep.
really how I feel. And I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think that just being yourself and being authentic and doing whatever makes you feel good is literally the best thing that I could possibly give to someone, give to the next person. So that's really it. Like, just be you.
Amen.
Literally be you. Like, it's okay. You will
Yes.
be accepted and liked by whoever, and this person and that person, but as long as you're making yourself feel good, that's all that matters. And I really believe that.
Exactly. Exactly. Not
Yeah.
trying to fit in, just walk your own path.
You know? Yes.
And who cares? Who cares?
Exactly. Exactly.
I
Exactly.
love that. Iyana, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank
Tell
you.
everyone where they can follow your journey.
Yes, so you all can follow me on TikTok at Aziza, IAZIZA, and then on Instagram _AZIZ, and then 5 A's after that. And so, yeah, please follow me and just watch, my office girly content, also just other content that I create. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm so excited and I'm so thankful that you had me on here. I'm so happy.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
That wraps it up. Bye.
Bye.